Hi, Kari. Hi, Eric. We're just gonna keep it on this song for a little bit. I really like this song. It's the frogs theme from Everhood. Hello. I'm alright. I have some housework to do later. Oh, what are you playing on your what Halloween thing are you playing on your 3DS? Oh, not a game? Is it just Possessed? Oh no! Seems like there's some sort of glitch with your 3DS. What game are you playing, Kari? We will be talking about games today, because I got my Topsters list open again. While I think about what my favorite games are, especially that I played a lot of games this year. Oh, I've never heard of Endless Legend. Yeah, Eric, I feel like there's some sort of a either battery error or something with the hinge on your 3DS that might be broken, or if not broken, maybe it's just some sort of weirdness that will go away after a while. But yeah, that seems like a hardware issue. I guess check if there are any magnets nearby. If you have any magnetic parts of your computer, perhaps, or an iPad, maybe. Or yeah, or maybe just that. It just might be some wear and tear with the thing. Hi there. Alright. Because sometimes when I use my 3DS, and I move it closer to my laptop, because my laptop has a magnetic bottom screen that helps it close. Oh, it's a 4X game? Older 4X game. Well, right now we're just waiting. Waiting a little bit, but I will be starting this list soon once I find a good OST to play in the background. It's a good OST. Because I usually use Sword and Shield's OST. Hi, Mayo. I usually use Sword and Shield's OST, but I kind of want to do a different game this time. Let me think. That's the thing with me and favorites. I have to remind myself what they are. Which is why I love making these lists and stuff. Because it's a good way to remember all these things. Oh, well, we're listing video games today. Hold on. Or at least for now we're listing video games. Gotta think of a good OST. Maybe Edge? Well, yeah, the video games may contain Big Ben, that's true. I want to start with video games, well, not just video games, but I want to start with listing games and movies and such, so that when I do my favorite characters list later on, I'll have a basis for where to remember them from. Hi! I'm alright, I got housework to do later. So I'm gonna do this first, and then later I'll have to, like, get up and do some housework. Let's just start with this one. Alright. So, if you're not familiar with this website, it's called Topsters. Topsters 3. I guess because this is the third version of Topsters. But yeah, you can just type in anything you want, and it'll appear as a cover art. And then you can add that into your little grid over here. Ah, well, thank you. I think it's very cute. And I'm very happy to have it. I'm still gonna have to tweak around this model so that I can add more expressions to it. Okay, so I have a grid here with a 5x5 grid here. Oh yeah, the closed eye thing. Hey. Well, I have to type in a hotkey in order to do it, but it's a cute expression. Very general use. Sorry about that. Gotta clear my throat. So yeah, in May, before a lot of you followed me, I think, we had a version of this list where I had 30 games, but I think being able to cut it down to just 25 is good. It lets me focus on just like the super best ones instead of having to think of stuff that I kind of liked, but maybe they wouldn't be my favorites ever. Well, I'll type it. I'll start typing stuff in anyway. So if I need to think of the 25 games that I like, my favorites, my top 25 favorite games, let's put that there. Top 25 favorite games. Oh, but Trib's top 25 favorite games. It's my list. Let's see what we can do. Well, I'd say we can start with the most obvious one. I feel like this is a game that I talk about all the time. Oops. Hey, wait, you can see my VTuber here. Hold on. Hey, it's me. I just need to leave this in another area of the screen. Excuse me, need more screen space. There we go. Oh, hold on. It made me too large on the screen. Give me a second. Here. There we go. Yes. I'm sure I can remember all the big ones. It was good for me to play a lot of my favorite games in the past month. That way I could remember the ones that I haven't played in a while. Yeah, alright. So, let's start with... Yeah, that's a good choice. Let's start with Monster Train. Because I would definitely want Monster Train on the list. Yeah, we played this one on stream. I couldn't stop talking about how it was my favorite. But that's somewhere in the top. How can I make them like square? I wonder if I can make them square. Actually, don't know if I can. Maybe they'll just be whatever shape they are here. Yeah, just checking. Yeah, Monster Train, the turn-based card battler roguelike with so many options to become overpowered, but also so many options for challenge levels that make things increasingly difficult. That definitely goes there. Another obvious one, although we didn't play this one in the past month either. But there's New Horizons, Animal Crossing New Horizons with specifically with the DLC. I think the DLC makes it super fun. Super extra fun. Just a game that, like, all the hype of Animal Crossing, totally hit the target with me when it came to what game I wanted to play. Even it was mostly over the pandemic, it still lasted many years after that. I was playing the game all the way until 2023. Or like regularly. I don't think I'll put Legends here. I am tempted to, but I think the balancing of the game is kind of weird. Like, there's a chance I might, we'll see, but for now, maybe not. We'll see at the end if we have any more free space. Alright, what else is a rather obvious choice? I have to look around at my oh yeah, Sayonara Wild Hearts. Another game where I just couldn't stop talking about how much I loved it. So Sayonara goes here. Hello! Hello there! Oh, hi, Ino! Nice to see you here. I don't know that I've seen you on my streams before. So hello. Okie dokie. So we got that down. There's a bunch of games that I love that I never got to play on stream at all. So, and I also, there's a lot of them that begin with the word monster. That's just a coincidence. But then again, it could also just be because I like games that have creatures in them. So let's put Monster Hunter Rise here, somewhere at the top. And then the other monster game, other than Monster Train, we have Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2. Here's 2. Yep. And Monster Sanctuary. Yeah, I never got to play these ones. But I would, if I had scheduled my streams farther apart, I would have definitely given time to stream them during my birthday month. But I'll have time to stream them later on. So there's a bunch of monster games there. That's only 6. We have streamed Mad Rat Dead before, but not in September. Yeah, so you know, Monster Hunter Rise, like, it's just a great action monster fighting game. It's definitely faster and more flashy, I suppose, than the previous titles in Monster Hunter. Because my first game was Generations Ultimate Monster Hunter. That one was slower and clunkier, but still wonderfully fun. Alright, so that's 7. I still need 18 more. Let's put Pocket Card Jockey, because I definitely... Yeah, we did get to play that one on stream. Pocket Card Jockey... This one. And the companion piece to that, the other 3DS game, Pokemon Battle Rosé. Well, I'll have to arrange these later. If I'm gonna arrange these by like how often I play them or how much I play them, etc. Yep, we played that one rather recently. We played the Switch version, which means I couldn't use my touchscreen if I wanted to stream it. Alrighty. That is 9 titles. Let me think. Let's go back a bit, because most of these are sort of recent. These are 3DS, Steam, Switch games. So if we think about games that I had in my childhood / games that have lasted forever, we can put like Buster Groove 2 here. I'm glad I finally got to play Buster Groove again. That way I could be sure that, yeah, this is one of my favorite games. I wish that Buster Groove 2 had Buster Groove 1's soundtrack available somewhere, but it doesn't. Hi, Pen! Pen's here, being adorable. Look, by bouncing the mouse I can make myself dance. Oh, no worries about the tracking right now. It does look kind of strange that I'm looking over to the side, but that's because my second monitor is over here. Yeah. Ah, okay. So what else is kind of older? Rhythm Heaven for the Rhythm Heaven like Fever. I'll pick Fever. I do love the DS version as well, but I don't know. I think Fever is more easily like pick up and playable, maybe. It's not portable, but the control schemes are more they're a little easier to grasp. Like, if there was a way for me to just put all Rhythm Heaven games as my favorite, then I would do that. I could just put Rhythm Heaven like this, like just Rhythm Heaven like this. Although this is specifically the cover art of the DS version. I can still do that, but we'll just say that it's all of them, including Megamix. That does make it easier. I mean, it's my list. I should be able to do that. Alrighty, more things from that are sort of retro. We could put Sly 2 here. Yep. Okay, so one thing I'm not doing a lot right now is talking about the games. I'm just kind of listing them. I could talk about them a little bit later, maybe when I'm arranging them. But for now, we're just gonna put them all together on a list. Yeah, any fellow Sly fans in the audience, in the chat? Okay, what else? Well, we could hop to probably the most recent additions to my favorite games list. We got Another Crab's Treasure, a game that I love very much. One of the first games I actually streamed, I think it was one of the first games I streamed on my PC, because I just had the, I had the chance to. So even before I had my new mic, I was like streaming, just playing around in the Empty Shallows. Oh yeah, that movie was canceled a long time ago, right? I remember seeing a sort of teaser trailer for the game, and then nothing really came of it anymore. Okay. Still thinking. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots left. So if I can't think of the game off the top of my head, I don't think that means I don't like it. I think that just means that I haven't had it in mind for a while. I'm gonna open my Switch and my Steam to see if there's anything I missed that are fairly obvious. Well, there's a few I could put here. I could put A Short Hike. A Short Hike, a game that I wish there was more of. I wish there were more game in this game. But it's just so lovely the way that it is, especially because, you know, it was called a short hike, you know, not a long hike. The limited time you spend in this wonderful little world. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't finished Echoes of Wisdom, but it is very fun. It's wonderfully fun. I'm checking my Switch and my Steam for games that are in my favorites. I could put like Bejeweled here, because I really do love Bejeweled, and definitely Plants vs Zombies as well. Oops, Bejeweled 3. And PVC. Oh, and Diner Dash as well. Like, I just love those games for realsies. That's so much of the list is already taken up by PopCap games. Yeah, specifically Sizzle and Serve is the one that I love. And only 3 left. This is why I had a list of 30 before. There's too many games I love that just don't fit. Maybe I can save a list that's 25 spaces, then I'll keep adding spaces for like, to see if I can just keep adding more. Yeah, but this is supposed to be a favorites list, not like just a bunch of games that I like. But these are definitely favorite ones. But there's so many of them. Look, I'm looking at my list right now, and there's so many that don't fit in here. If I only had 25, which ones would I put? Thinking. A pinball game from PopCap? Yeah, what is that game? Pinball? Oh, Peggle. It's Peggle, right? Yeah, it was Peggle. I like Peggle. No, Pan, not Dark Souls 1. Okay, so we only have 3 spots left, but I can list down a few games that I would add if I make the list bigger. So for example, I could put Marble It Up. I could put Celeste, Pokken Tournament DX, Miitopia, Splatoon 3. Yeah, there's a bunch of games here. Okay, let me open Steam now, because I know that I would at least put Critter Cove here, even though that game is technically not done yet, but it's still just really fun. So I guess maybe I should put some sort of specific criteria for how long I've been playing the game, but some games are short, so they wouldn't qualify if I put a specific number of hours. Maybe it should be games that I've completed. So all of these games I've sort of completed, except for these 2 monster games. But I already know that I love them so much, so they deserve to be here. Okay, I'm just looking through my Steam. See if there's anything I missed. Oh, Papers, Please, of course. Yeah, indeed they were, Pen. Getting ganked by online players in Dark Souls 1. Like, Dark Souls isn't even my favorite FromSoft game, haha. Although I've only played 2 of them. Oops. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, let me just call this like a sort of tentative 25 list. And then I'll add more, and then I'll rethink the list later. Because there's just not enough space, but at the same time, I don't want to put too many, like, options that are just fluff. Yeah, let me quickly fill out the rest of this. Let's put Miitopia here. The Switch version of Miitopia. And then we can add well, definitely Celeste. And finally Pokken. Yeah, this list feels incomplete. Hey, where's the DX version of Pokken? Oh well. I guess this is the only one they have. Yeah, they don't have the Switch version specifically. That's all right. It's the same game, I think. Yeah, it's like a port, right? But they added things to it. Yeah, I like the Switch version because the character customizer in the Switch version is so robust. Yeah, for now, let's say that this is the list. This isn't the finished one, but let's just save that. Yeah. And then we're gonna expand this to 30. Not 30. 4, 5. Oh wait. Oh, this is only 20. I was just counting wrong. I said it was 25. No, it was just 20. Well, no wonder it seemed so tiny. Well, let's make it 25 first before we go to 30. Okay, so we got 5 extra spaces. Can add some stuff. Because I really just gotta add my favorites. So let's put Marble It up in here. That's you, sorry. So Marble It Up has an upgraded version, although it was the first version that like I fell in love with, even though I also love the new version, the upgraded one. We'll just use that in the same vein that I used Rhythm Heaven in. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Another thing is definitely PMD. Definitely a game that I play largely due to the world and the story and the characters rather than the gameplay. But I still love it because it's PMD. The world, the characters, and the story are just so good. Oh yeah, May, if you get the chance to, I think the Sly collection should be on the PlayStation Store. So if you wanted to, you could find it there. Yeah, it would be a shame to forget PMD. Good thing I didn't. Okay, just picking up my stuff here. Yeah, check your online stores. The Sly Cooper collection should be there. I got mine on Vita, and I also played it originally on the PS2. Okay. Still thinking. Like, it kind of seems weird for me to not have Splatoon 3 in here, since I played it so much. I do love the gameplay. Well, we have space. Let's add it in. Splat 3. Yeah. I think if I'm gonna make a favorites list, it can't be just games that I have had any fond memories with. It has to be like favorites, like specifically the favorite ones, like the best ones, the top tier ones. Oh, of course. Hold on, I forgot one of the best ones. Hades. Hi Andy. Yeah, we're listing out my favorite games, like an updated version compared to the one I made in May. But I'm having a little bit of trouble because I wanted to make sure that the list isn't too large. Oh, we gotta put Vampire Survivors in here. I'm trying to capture the feeling specifically of the games that I love, and not just the games that I've had any fond memories with. It should be games that I like love the games. Like I feel like I would go on a hill and proclaim my love for these games. So let me go through the list real quick. Yeah, like so far I would say like a bunch of nice things about all these games. Like, I could pick up any of these games and play them right now. So that means, let's see if we can add more to the list. Let's make it 30 instead of 25. Yeah, like right now, I really feel like I want to play Pokken, just thinking about it. I think that's the sign of a really good that's the sign of a really good game. Yeah, you're right, Mayo. Big Man did make it on the list. Yeah, Andy. Someone earlier mentioned Elder Scrolls Legends. I opted not to put it inside the list because the meta of the game is a little wonky before they stopped updating it. Yeah, still thinking right now. I'm looking through my games list and like considering all the things that I've experienced. Because there's so many factors that come into a game being my favorite. It's not just the game itself. In fact, I don't think it's let's say it's like 50% the game, but more percent is the memories I have with the game. Maybe I'd have an easier time making this list if I put my own criteria. Yeah, let me see if I can let's open Notepad or something. Do new computers still have Notepad? Notepad. Oh, it does. So let me drag this over here. Let's make a little criteria on how I'm deciding what should be on this list. And that'll help me fill out the spots / remove some games. Oh yeah, the software allows some sort of like realistic breathing. It's programmed into the animation, which is very cool. Okay, criteria. Oops, wait, that's off screen on your side. How do I make this larger? Let's make it. Yeah. So if a criteria is going to be broken down into a total of 100 points, we can have like how much of the game quality should like run into my favorites. Oh yeah, the ear wiggle is like there's some physics to it, but I actually asked Pen to turn down the physics because it made me look kind of wobbly all over. Yeah, there was a version of this Dale VTuber where everything was super wobbly. Oh, why not? Great. Being a VTuber sounds like if you wanna, it sounds like a fun idea. It's like being your own cartoon character. Okay, anyways. So the things I was thinking of earlier is how willing am I to pick this up and play? Oh my gosh, I forgot this doesn't have line breaks. Hold on. Pick this up and pick this up and play it right now. Okay, so another thing with my games list is how does it hold up? Because I can't rely on just memories. I have to have, like, in my mind, I wanted to be able to have played this game recently and to be like, yeah, this is definitely good, and it wasn't just because I was young. Did it have special effects on your life, I guess? I was thinking more like on my like preferences and likes and dislikes. Because effect on your life is a little heavy, but it is true though. A lot of these games did positively affect my life. special memories attached. Memories attached. This is definitely the special memories thing is definitely sort of a bonus points because it's very easy for games to have some sort of special memory attached to them that has nothing to do with the game itself. But it would factor in somewhat. Yeah, Pen did the animations to make it look all nice and floofy. Yeah, Pen, I wanna be able to make more expressions with this VTuber. Like those custom style expressions. Okay, anyways, these are all more subjective stuff. Well, actually, they're all subjective. It's my list, it has to be subjective. I could put game quality in here. Game quality / how impressive is the game. Because there are some games that I like that are just kind of not very good. like Scarlet and Violet. I really like those games, but they're not very good. The quality is not very good, but I like them a lot. Oh well, the thing about making the expressions is that mostly you're just moving the parts on the VTuber that are easily movable, like the eyes, the eyebrows, the mouth, the ears. The rest of the stuff is not as easily movable, so individual fur strands would be quite the challenge. It is possible, it's just very time-consuming. Anyways, I think the game quality should have a significant, at least for my list. I'm looking right now at the list. Are there any games here that are like kinda not so? Well, I guess some of the older PopCap games like Diner Dash. People wouldn't really say that's a quality game. But it's everything it needed to be in order to be a good game and a fun game, so nah, that deserves to be there. Oh, okay. How about things like music, art style, animations, etc. Just like things that artistic things about the game, if they're good or not. Yeah, well, because apparently just 20 games wasn't enough to like, for me. I wanted to add more, but we'll see. I'm opening my Steam again, just taking a look at all these stuff now that I have these criteria in mind. I'm gonna open my 3DS as well. Alright, just looking around here. It is possible for me. Oh my gosh! Hello. Hiya. Hi, Cole. Good to see y'all. Looks like you had a nice stream. Hi, everybody.
Hurry up! If I grow much more, I'm gonna have to move to a bigger planet.
What were you guys doing? Yeah, what did you play and stuff? Oh, you're doing a game hopping stream. Oh shoot, you're right. Sorry about that. I totally shouted out the wrong person. Sorry, Cole. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to list down my favorite games, but I don't want to just list them down willy-nilly. I wanna super think about it, because what makes it fun for me is to think about it very hard. Yes, we love raids. Okay, so I'm gonna attach some rather arbitrary slash non-scientific amount of score to these things to indicate how important they are to my ranking. So let's say if I am to exclude games that I think are too low quality to praise, then I would add more scores to things like game quality. So let's say like 20. Oops. 20. And then maybe 25 for this. Seems like a lot. Maybe 15 instead. So 15 and 20. This one's the most, so let's give this like 30. This one could be 10, no, 15. And 10 and 10. Is that all? That's 30 plus 30, 60 plus 10, 10 and 20. Yep, that's 100. So I'm not gonna rank each game like this. Like, I'm not gonna put a numerical score for every one of them, but this is just for my mind to, while I'm thinking about the things that I'm looking at, I'll have this stuff in mind. Yeah, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80, 100. Yep, that's correct. Boop. Let's put that here on the side. Thank you. There we go. Okay, I shouted out the correct person this time. Oh, no worries, Eric. I'm sure that if you make the list smaller, the only reason that my list is like up to 30 now is because I just play so many games. Yeah, exactly, Andy. Like, there are a lot of games that I am also nostalgic for, but they're not exactly my favorite games. I think that's why this is the most important, is how willing am I to pick this up and play it now. As well as this one, if it holds up. Because I don't want to rely on just memories. But then again, there are some games that I love, but that I don't really feel like picking up now. But maybe that's the thing, is that when it comes to games that I do love, for example, Sayonara Wild Hearts, which I've finished 1 gazillion times, as well as Rhythm Heaven, Short Hike, Jewel 3, Mystery Dungeon, like stuff I've played multiple times, and I still want to play them again just because I love them so much. Car's Cole. Okay, I'm gonna stand up and pick up my 3DS. See if I can get any more inspiration for games that I like. Oh, Harvest Moon. Yeah, I did have fond memories of Harvest Moon, but I wouldn't put it in my favorite games. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Okay. So I just got my 3DS. Oh, Rune Factory 3 and 4 are better than Harvest Moon / Stardew for you. Oh, no worries. Stardew Valley is a game that actually never really clicked with me. I tried it twice, and it really never, it just never grabbed me. Not super sure what it is. There's a few things I could think of, like the fact that you can't save anywhere unless you sleep. Or, I don't know, I feel like the game's actually the game might be too huge for me, honestly. Like, there's a weird sense of overwhelmingness that I feel when I pick up Stardew Valley. Why it never clicked with me. Maybe one day I'll try it, but for now it's like I'm just playing Critter Cove instead. Yeah. Oh, the Anther Characters mod. Honestly, that would get me to play the game more. Now that I have a PC, I could do that. Oh, speaking of, the reason that I had the idea to make this list is because Steam right now is having a turn-based RPG sale / festival thingy. And one of the games in that turn-based festival on Steam was Monster Sanctuary. And Monster Sanctuary is right here on my list. So it just made me think about, oh, you know, I love that game, and it's one of the games that I didn't get to play during September, along with Monster Hunter Stories 2. I got my 3DS open, then look at some games to see if there's anything I missed. I could put Dylan on the list, or Pokemon Pinball. I do love those games. They're like good fallback games. Then obviously there's the Pokemon X and Y and ORAS and Fantasy Life. A lot of possibilities for games that I could put on here. Yeah, Cassette Beast is here too. I also like Cassette Beasts. Bum bum bada bada bum. Bum bum bada bada bum. Boom bum bum bum. Oh yeah, what's the weird game? Bum bum bada bada bum. Okay, I'm opening my DSi now to see if there's any games that I didn't have in mind. The last thing I can do is open my PS Vita, and then that'll be like Patapon. I do like Patapon, but I haven't played the sequels, and I heard that the sequels are even better, so I don't even know. Thinking a lot of things for me to think about, which is why this is so fun. Alright, so nothing here. I'm looking at my DSi. Checking what games I have on here. Oh no! They took away regional pricing, no! Why would they do that? Don't they want people to buy things? Man, if they took away reasonable pricing from my country as well, I would be buying way less. I mean, that could be still good for me, but at the same time, it's not good for me. Oh, right, it's because, yeah, I have heard about people, like, making, like, they make an account in a different country and they buy there. Because it's cheaper. Yeah. Yeah, that seems that's like unfair for the people who just live there. Why should we pay for the greedy people who don't even live there? Maybe you can retaliate by making an account in my country instead and paying for that. It would still be cheaper, I think. Probably, maybe, I don't know. No, just kidding. I don't think that's good advice, what I said. Yeah, man, that really sucks. Like, yeah, I can't imagine that happening here. I would be very annoyed. Although it is possible to happen here, who knows? Maybe they'll bring back worldwide pricing like before. Oh, no worries, Andy. It's just that I don't know. We were talking about the topic anyways, because I think it's interesting and important to talk about it. Okay, so while I was browsing, I did see Dylan, so I wouldn't mind putting Dead Heat Breakers here, even though I haven't finished it, because I like it. So Dead Heat Breakers scores high on my hold on, where did Notepad go? There it is. Dead Heat Breakers scores high on the music art style animations front, as well as the how does it hold up, and how willing am I to pick this up and play right now. Oh wait, what? Wait, so Steam just completely made it extremely difficult for you to buy anything. Well, that's dumb. Yeah, I do love how it transforms me into an animal. That's a great addition. Yeah, I'm thinking about Pokemon Y, because I do love Pokemon Y. Now, my problem with the mainline Pokemon games is that they're so, like, a lot of them are really close in quality that it's hard for me to actually pick my favorite one, like, for real favorite. My attachment to Generation 6 is largely because of these two, which does give it a leg up. Oh, sorry, these two. It does give it a leg up, but, like, there's a lot to love about the other generations as well. I'm sorry. Like the big mainline game for me that also scores high in these two things, as well as this, is Generation 2. Yeah, I actually like Crystal a little bit more than Heart Gold Soul Silver because of the memories attached to it. I feel like it's a simpler game, but then of course Heart Gold Soul Silver has more of this, and also more of this. So again, everything is kind of like they're kind of close together, so it's hard for me to pick just one. I think I would have to put two. Yeah. In order for me to like feel like I've been able to represent all of my love for Pokemon, for mainline Pokemon here, without having to compromise the game quality. I do love Sword and Shield, but when I picked it up to play it again, I was like, wow, there's so much dialogue here that's kind of just fluff. Like I like the aesthetic of Sword and Shield. It's got my favorite soundtrack, and I do like the wild area a lot. I feel like the wild area is still a good selling point for the game, but there's so much dialogue and like weird story stuff that kind of goes nowhere. There should be like I should make like a separate list for Pokemon games, honestly. We could probably do that, hold on. Let's go to like tier list. Let's make a tier list for Pokemon games, for mainline Pokemon. I think this one? Okay, so these letter stuff don't really go well for me, so I'm gonna put like here, love with love. I'll just put love, and then there's like it a ton, and then there's like it's good, or like it's nice, and then there's like not my favorite. And then down here I'll put like, no need to play because there's a better version. Because I have played all of these, but I haven't finished all of them. But I have played enough to form an opinion in all of them. I don't know why these are here. Oh, Stadium. Well, I'm gonna ignore these. If they're not gonna add anything to my list, I just won't put them in there. Alright, so let's start with the stuff I love. I already said it's RS and X and Y, but that's largely due to personal reasons, not because I think they're the best in quality. When it comes to quality, there's actually still nothing, because the thing about quality when it comes to Pokemon. Hold on. I'm gonna switch to the Sword and Shield soundtrack because now it's actually appropriate. I'm gonna change the stream title to Pokemon Game Tier List. And I'm gonna type out that I'm So yeah, let me open this again. If we use the same criteria, then these two would still score high. How willing am I to pick up and play these right now? Absolutely. I will absolutely play ORAS and X and Y anytime. They're so easy to pick up and play, and they're so beautiful, so they got high on this as well. I think they're pretty great quality for the system they're on. I think the most that I can say about the quality of Gen 6 is that the battle animations are not as lively compared to Gen 5, but at the same time, the 3D effect of being able to see different camera angles and the battle backgrounds are also very beautiful, so it sort of balances out. Special Memories, 100%. These are the X and Y is the game that brought me back to playing Pokemon after 10 years. So that's a lot of personal attachment to it. The special effect. Oh wait, this is the special effect. The memories attached are more like I have good memories of using Pokemon Ami. The fact that the camera picks up when you smile, uh, you know, and uh, playing mini games is very fun. That's a very personal thing, but I still think it should count. Yeah, it's a very charming generation. All right, we can put Arceus in here, like, cause this tier list is not about quality, so we have to kind of have to let go of quality a little bit. You know, quality only accounts for 15 points. It's the music, art style, animations that give it more points, as well as this one. How willing am I to pick this up now? Alright, so Arceus goes up here as well. It is probably the most impressed I've been with a Pokemon game in so long. Even though the quality of the game is not very good, I feel like the interiors are very bland. The lack of towns is also very sad. But the gameplay is so good. The mood and the atmosphere are so good. Oh, the points are just they're just a list that I threw together to determine how much I like/love something. Okay, let's put BDSP over here. Like, it's kind of easy to hate on BDSP for various reasons. I don't want to subscribe to that. My dislike for BDSP is largely due to the control scheme. The controls of BDSP are very frustrating. You keep bumping into invisible walls. There's no smoothness to it. Sometimes when you encounter a wild Pokemon, the game pauses for like a second before you enter battle. Like, I'm a rather gameplay-heavy, gameplay-centric person when it comes to Pokemon. The story is a little bit secondary to me because, to me, the actual story is whatever you're going through with your Pokemon team. To me, that kind of immersion/role-playing is the heart of playing Pokemon games. And that's why, for me, it's not that hard to love a Pokemon game if the gameplay is good. And BDSP's frustrating controls made me not love it very much. What else? I mean, I guess the game's also kind of slow. Like, going through the menus and stuff. And I think maybe just because... like, this... I don't even know if this is a BDSP problem, but... going, like... navigating through Sinnoh is also frustrating to me. Like, knowing where to go from one point of the story to the next was very frustrating to me. And for that, I kind of going to put... let's put Diamond and Pearl right above it, because it does control better, even though the game is also slow. Like, Diamond and Pearl are really slow games. They control slowly. I might have to take out one of these, actually. Maybe I'll extend these. Like, I'm not bandwagoning here. This isn't because it's easy to hate BDSP. It's just because it's just because they have the flaws that kind of annoy me the most as a gameplay centric person. Alright. Okay, so... let's put Black and White 2 over here. So I find these games very impressive. The only thing is, they don't have the quality of life changes that were added in the Generation 6 games, so... that's one thing. That's kind of the big thing, honestly. Like, a lot of the older games, because they kind of demand more. Like, they were just right before the jump to a more I don't know, user-friendly is not really how I would put it, but I definitely felt way better playing Generation 6 than 5. Like, I know everyone says that 5 is the best, But that's also because they have a different criteria than I do. Like, I have my criteria out here. And the other thing is that I just don't have these with Gen 5. I don't have these special memories with them because I totally skipped that generation because I wasn't playing Pokemon games at that time. And that's not really anybody's fault. That's just life. You know, your personal experiences with a game has an effect on how much you love it, and my personal experience is that I don't really have that much experience with it. Let's put Crystal up here. I just love Crystal too much to not have it in the top spot. It's the better version of Gold and Silver, I think. Like, if you get into the technical details, I don't know. There are probably some changes that they made that I'm just not wary of. Oh, let's put Gold Soul Silver, maybe up here as well. Like, I definitely love it. It is kind of just like better Gold and Silver, and I love Gold and Silver. Like, a lot of people who complain about Gen 2, not complain, sorry, a lot of people who have criticisms about Gen 2, talk about the, like, level scaling. And I suppose that's true. Like, when you reach the Elite Four, there's still like level 40, level 50 Pokemon. But those are more those are more like technical stuff. I suppose that does count into gameplay, but I'm not really a competitive type person, so those kind of things like level don't affect me too much, I'd say. Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Okay, so the other thing about Pokemon games is when people see tier lists like these, they always focus in on, oh, you put blank on top of blank, how could you? And I think that's the wrong way to look at a tier list. Because once again, it kind of overlooks what these are. I feel like most people who make tier lists do pretty good explaining their reasoning, but they don't really have a criteria, like a specific criteria. It's mostly just based on feelings. So everyone's feelings are different, and just the fact that, oh, you put Generation 6 over 5, like, I'm sure someone who sees this in the future is gonna be like, how dare you? But, like, no, you gotta listen to my... If you're here to hear my reasoning, then you gotta listen to it. Oh yeah, that's true. The flying mons being flying in battle was a thing that happened in Gen 6. But at the same time, that's not enough for me to dislike it. I think that they look cool while flying. They don't look as dynamic while they're flying, but it's cool to see them flying. Alright, see you later. Okie dokie. Emerald. So I like Gen 3 a lot. My problem with Gen 3 is a few things, including the fact that the internal battery always ran dry on me. And that's not really a game thing, but it's definitely a quirk of that generation. It was hard to enjoy it when I couldn't do any time-based events. So I'm gonna put these here. Fire Red got its own quirks as well. I mean, technically Emerald's the better version, but I don't know. I didn't actually get to play Emerald that much, and it still got the internal battery problem. Oh, the shinies as well. Again, the shiny thing is not a thing that really... Like, how often do I find a shiny in X and Y? I don't think I ever have, so it never really accounted for my experience with the game, because it's a thing that never really came up. But Let's Go here as well. I like Let's Go a lot. The following Pokemon in Let's Go is so good. The animations are pretty fun. But there's a bunch of things that drag down Let's Go for me, such as the lack of wild battles. But then again, I like two-player mode, but at the same time, it's also like... it doesn't really make up for the lack of like wild battles. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it here, even though I really like it. The following Pokemon in the future should follow Let's Go. It's the best in Let's Go in my opinion. Also, the fact that it released so late into Pokemon's life, but it was just a remake of Gen 1. Now, let's put Platinum here, because once again, I have not really played enough of it. I know that it's better than Diamond and Pearl, but I just haven't experienced it enough. But I have experienced all of them. Red and Blue. Red and Blue is fun to revisit. Like, it's fun for how broken it is. I really have no reason to go back to Gen 1 unless I'm feeling nostalgic or I want to mess around. Like, it's a different kind of fun playing Red and Blue. It definitely had so much, like, it would be higher because of how much special memories I have attached to it. But going back to that game, like, if we add this, like, this is the how does it hold up? Red and Blue don't really hold up. I'll put them down here. Yeah, this is just the mainline games. Alright, Sun and Moon. I like Sun and Moon. I think visually they're great. Aesthetically they're great. Artistically they're great. I guess the dialogue thing doesn't bother me too much, but it does make what's it called? Like repeated playthroughs kind of difficult. I haven't played any of these games, these ones here. Coliseum, Stadium, Stadium 2, or XD, like none of those. Yellow, I'll put it down here as well. I don't really like it that much. The fact that you have to use Pikachu is kind of difficult. Well, I'll play it when they make it easy to play. Because from what I've seen of the game, they're kind of tedious. Okay, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I don't know. They kind of seem very similar to Sun and Moon. But they do have a lot of post-game content. But they're also so similar. Like, these two are very similar. And apparently they do something in the story that kind of breaks everything. Most of these I played for about like 20 hours. Definitely not finished it, but 20 hours is a lot of game time. Enough to form an opinion. I would visit Emerald again though, like honestly, so I think I'll put that up here. Or Ruby and Sapphire. I'm not sure. I just love Gen 3. Gen 3 is super special to me, but they still kept giving me a lot of... Like, Gen 3 was the beginning of the really, like, confusing, like, how the heck was I supposed to know that? Alrighty, Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield is very special to me. But like I said, my recent visit of the game has not proven as fondly, but the gameplay part is still so good. Like, I use my finished Sword and Shield save, and I keep going back to play Dynamax battles and stuff. And it's still fun. Scroll on the right, I can go here. I think that's it. I can remove this part of the list because I'm not using it. Alright, so if we say that the left side is higher, so we can rearrange these as well. Let's arrange it like this. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Scarby over here. Over here. Between Ruby, Sapphire, Liefire, and Leaf Green. So let's go here. Let's put Diamond and Pearl over here. Here. Let's put BDSP over here. I would still play BDSP over red and blue. and yellow. If you feel frustrated by my list, make your own. This is a list of my making. That wasn't directed at anybody, that's just like, if someone watches this video later and feels frustrated. Like, make your own list, you have the power to do that. You don't have to put all of your eggs in my basket. Yeah, Sword and Shield story was not very strong, but like I said, we're back here. It's about these stuff. The gameplay part. I do love the gameplay part. Oh, we'll listen to the Glimwood Tangle music. Sword and Shield is my favorite soundtrack, for sure. Next to Crystal, I suppose. I really like Crystal soundtrack as well. Something rather annoying that I notice from people who do these kind of tier lists is that they insist that their favorite games also has, like, the best of everything else. So, like, this game is my favorite, therefore it also has the best music, or it has the best characters, or it has the best gym leaders, or it has the best Pokemon designs. And I feel like that's just a lot of the inability to remove yourself from the, or rather your preferences. So like, because you like this game, you want it to also have the best of everything. Which can be true, you know. X and Y I think has some of my favorite Pokemon designs. But I could say that it doesn't have the best story, and it doesn't have the best music either. Even though I love the music, it's probably not the best for me. You know what? That's a good thing. I could actually let me download this. Just download, please. Oh God. No thanks. Now I want to let me rename this tier list. Let's take everything out. Let's take it out of here. And then I'm just gonna change it to a different set of criteria. So now I'm gonna rank them by how much I love the soundtrack of the game. So I'm gonna put here best OST, and then let's put like great OST, great, and then good OST. And then fine OST. Yeah, let's do soundtrack this time. So obviously we got the one that's playing right now. My favorite OST, Sword and Shield. There's something about the like digital syntheticness of Sword and Shield's instruments that work perfectly for the style of the game, as well as the region. Like it uses a lot of synth brass is what I remember a lot from Sword and Shield, and it's like sort of orchestral hit, it plays during the let me get the battle theme. It plays during the wild battle theme. You can hear it very well. The bum 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 bum. That's the sound that I associate a lot with Sword and Shield. Oh, I'm looking for it. Looking for it. Hold on, where is it? It's called like no. Where is it? Is it like Battle Wild Pokemon or something? Pokemon Shield Wild Battle. I don't think Sword and Shield has the best battle music, but it's just that the battle music is it's very easy to point out what instruments I'm talking about. That one. Hi, Maddie. That instrument to me is like that's the sword and shield sound. Yeah, but this isn't my favorite track. This isn't even my favorite battle music. My favorite battle music, I'm pretty sure it's my favorite wild battle theme, like wild Pokemon battle theme. I'm fairly certain that it's the one from BDSP. Like, I don't like the game that much, but I love the wild battle theme in this game. Let me see if this is the one I'm thinking about, or if it's the Diamond and Pearl one. It could be the Diamond and Pearl one, but like, let me just listen to it. Nope, this is the one. I don't like BDSP much at all, but I love the wild Pokemon battle theme. I think it's an, you know, it's got the big drums and the more authentic sounding digital instruments. Yeah, I love this theme. So, not the entire OST, but I love the BDSP battle theme. I could actually just do a battle theme tier list now that we've started that. So I'm gonna change this to best battle theme, best wild Pokemon battle theme, and then we'll put like great, and then good, and then fine. So let's put Sword and Shields down here at good, and then we'll put BDSPs at the top. The problem here is that when we reach Scarlet and Violet, there's too many battle themes, and I can't pick all of them. That's because another amazing wild battle theme is the first area in Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet, Violet, it's the first one, not the slow mellow one. It's like the one that appears in like the early area of the game. I think this is this one. Let me check. Yep, it's this one. This wild battle theme that plays in... Where does this play? Well, anyway, just listen to it. This is so good. Province 1. Thanks, Red. Yeah, the problem is I can't base the entire ranking just on this one because there's some like more mellow battle themes. But this one specifically is so good. And it only plays in the early stages of the game. Let's see. We'll put this here in best, but I'm only talking about this theme. Let's listen to the other Scarlet and Violet battle themes. I wish there was a playlist of just the battle themes. Oh, not now, buddy, because right now we're listening to the wild battle themes rather than the trainer battle themes. Hold on. Where is it? I'm scrolling down. Still scrolling. Is this one? Oh wait, no, that's the Unova battle theme. Not that. That's Gen 5. Dang it, where is it? Gimme the province themes. Is it this one? There we go. So I kind of like this theme. I quite like it. It has this kind of flavor to it, although it is kind of mellow. I would put this on like on an A scale, or like over here. This specific battle theme. Yeah, I really like it. All right, what else we got? More wild stuff. Kitakami wild theme? Hold on, what's that? What does this sound like? Is this Sonic? Oh, this is great. Yeah, I do like this one actually. The Kitakami wild Pokemon theme also. It's the ones in the provinces that I'm not super sold on completely. Sounds like Sonic the Fighters. I'm not sure what that sounds like. Maybe we'll listen to it at the end. Province music. Province? Is this the one? Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, Wild Battle Theme, blah 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 province. I don't know the names of all the provinces. Is it just north, east, southwest or something? Is it this one? Oh, that's the same one. So I'm just clicking. Is it this one? And these are fine. They're not my favorite. You know, let's just keep Scarlet and Violet up here. There's too many good ones for it to be, and I guess the fact that there's so many of them is also a good thing, and they're all quite good. We also got the Area Zero Wild Battle theme, so that's something. Let's listen to the Area Zero Wild Battle theme. Yep, that was just like a good, I had to pick one PNG of my character, and I decided to use that one. I think it's great. The fact that it's on the bottom right makes the angle very good. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna keep you up there, Scarlet and Violet. Okie dokie. Let's go back to the original Pokemon Red, Blue, Wild Battle theme. This is iconic. I don't even know what to call it. Like the complexities of this theme are so good. Yes, Toby Fox did the Area Zero theme, the Academy theme, as well as the Academy Ace Tournament theme. I don't know if any of the future games were able to capture the just how beautiful this Red and Blue Wild Battle music is. Like, even when I listened to the Let's Go version, it wasn't that bombastic. So let's listen to Let's Go. Oh no, I'm wrong. It is a little bombastic. It's actually quite nice. Let's listen to the the. Do you actually get to hear this song a lot? Because I feel like because you're always catching Pokemon. Like, do you even get to hear this Wild Battle music a lot? Because the YouTube channel says it's for legendary Pokemon. Okay, this is actually a banger. So I was mistaken when I said it wasn't that bombastic. I just need to let me see. What is the theme for when you just catch Pokemon in the wild? Wild Pokemon music. Is this one? Oh, it's this one, right? Oh. Hold on. Yeah, what's the music that plays when you're catching a Pokemon without battling them? Is it still this one? Because this sounds great. Oh, that's pretty excellent, actually. Well, for now, we're gonna keep you here until I get confirmation that that was actually the music that plays. I'm trying to remember. I haven't played it. Let's Go in a while. Is that the song that plays? Well, anyways, Let's put red and blue over here in, wait, where is it? Red, blue, yellow can go here in great. Was your comment about Pokemon? Was it like related to the topic right now? Because I might have missed it. Okay, now let me listen to let's go to Gen 2 this time. It's gold, silver. Bum 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 bum. Oh, this is great. I love it. Oh, sorry, my phone's alarming. I think my lunch that I ordered earlier in the morning is coming soon. Yeah, I better wrap this up at some point before my lunch, before I forget to get my lunch. Anyways, so yeah, this is great. Gold, silver, love it. Let's just do the heart gold, soul, silver version. Ow, ow, ow. Hold on. I love the softness of Gen 2's what is this? Chiptune? I don't think that's the right word for it, but like this 32-bit something music. I love the smoothness of Gen 2's, like the upgrade compared to Gen 1's. Let's put gold silver up here. Up here. Maybe down here. We'll see what HGSS has to offer. I think it's pretty good. I think it loses a little bit with the more instruments thing, but that's a personal preference. I like the power of the Game Boy version. It is the same theme though, but the instruments are just different. All right, let me skip over and let's go directly to Gen 7. Yeah, all of them have this all of them have this really good sorry, I lost my words. The format of these songs feel very, because you know, they're all kind of capturing the spirit of the first one. That's been good. Do Ultra and Ultramoon have the same wild battle theme? I don't think they changed it, right? Did they change it? Is it like an electric guitar this time? That's okay. I mean, that's the point of making these lists, I suppose. Because we all have our own different experiences. I'm not here to, like, represent everyone's taste. This is just mine. Also, thank you, Pan. Thank you, Andy. Oh, is that so? So, what games have you played of the Pokemon games, then? Is that the same one or is that a different one? I can't tell. I feel like this one added a rock guitar or something. Yeah, like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon had some sort of guitar on it. That does bump it up a little bit for me. Where is it? Oh, there we go. It's up here. Now let's do... I know that I love the XY Wild Battle theme, but how much do I love it? Oh, the power is so good in this one. The instrument choice is so important to me, and as well as the percussion. I think because the 3DS games had an easier time getting these like instruments on their sound. Really good. No, I love this. This high up here. Let's put it behind gold silver crystal. Yeah, I love this. I like the bombast too much. Like, I'm very biased towards the ones with drums, so let's put that over here. Yeah, that's too good. I know I'm biased towards Gen 6, but that you all heard it, right? That was great. Let's move Ultra Moon higher than Gen 1's as well. Also, Sun and Moons. Let's put that over here. Oh, how many more of the remixes of Red can we get? So let's put Far Red Leaf Green here. I don't suppose this will increase the ranking that much. Oh yeah, Yellow is not a very like, it's a pretty fine game. That's fine. Alright, let's put Ruby Sapphire here. We got the trumpets, the signature Gen 3 trumpets. These are good. Alright, let's keep that there. Ruby Sapphire's over here. What about the original Diamond and Pearl? Diamond, Pearl. Because like these are all things that you can slightly remember, but like I want to hear the differences among them, so I'd have to listen to them again. This just seems like a less powerful version of the BDSP one. Still great though. I'll put that down here. Here. Just a less powerful version of the BDSP version. Yeah, well, I can't find any of the battle themes that I don't like. They're all good. Does Black and White 2 have a difference? You know what, I'm gonna find Black and White first. Hold on, I want a more recent version of the soundtrack. Here we go. When I heard this music, I immediately I heard a wild Lillipup cry in my head. Bam, ba-dum, bam, 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 bam. What about 2? Is there a difference in the 2? I mean, this kind of just sounds like this. I mean, that's fine. That's a fine sound. That's a fine battle soundtrack. It's alright. Put that in good. Okay, so Auras next. We'll put Arceus last. Because I kind of already know how much I love the Auras battle theme. I mean, not Auras, Arceus battle theme. Ah, yeah, I'm like, I know I'm biased, but the drums add so much more dimension to the soundtrack. It's so good. Oh, rare battle theme? I don't know what that one is. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-da bum ba-da-dum ba-da-da-dum bum. Yeah, I love it. Let's put that over here above maybe here. Alright, Arceus last. Definitely very stylish. In line with the setting that the games take place in. It's not very exciting, but it definitely fits. Okay, let's put that over. Put that over here. And I'm not sure about these ones. Where should I put these? Let's go back to the red and blue one more time. Ba-ba-bum. I really like this. Like, there's just something about the simplicity of it, how it adds this excitement. with just the little bleeps and bloops. No, I like it. This is definitely gonna stay in whatever where the tier that it's in. Can actually move it over here a little. Let's see. And as for Scarlet and Violet, oh, I'll put it over here just because there's so many themes and not all of them are equal, but a lot of them are good. A lot of them are great, but they're not all equal. But I'm just going to put it here in the highest one because it's got some of the best. All right, I think that's it. That's our just based on the wild battle themes. I'll play BDS music just because like I'm really impressed that this is my favorite one. There's so many things about it, like the timing, how quickly it becomes exciting, and how quickly like the melody gets in. Like the battles don't look epic. Like I didn't include here like, you know, how well it matches the game it's in, but like mostly just the excitement that comes from it. The little piano that's coming in as well, so good. It also sounds like very classically Pokemon-ish. Alright, let's go back to X and Y again. Gosh, I love this. Oh, the rock guitar! Ah, I'm gonna be biased. Sorry, X and Y is gonna get the best one again. I still love the BDSP one, but like the instrument choice on the X and Y one is just so exciting. I'll save that one. This is gonna make people mad. I don't mean to. I'm just being honest. Yeah. So instead of doing the OSTs, we just did just the battle themes, and we ended up with a list that looks like this. All right. Do I have time for more? I feel like I have to get ready for my lunchtime, for my lunch break. Yeah, like, oh, ow. What's another quick tier list that we can do with just these games? No, that's gonna take too long. Smasher Patch will take too long. But I do kind of agree, sort of, with what you're saying. Generation 9 definitely feels like, Oh wait, well, I kind of think that it depends on the format or the console that the game was released on. If the world will feel like it fits in that little spot that you have, because I feel like the older games, like the pixely games, do really well to make you feel like you're in a living world. But the newer games have a harder time doing that because the more realistic they get, the more you have to try and prove that it's a living world instead of just representing one in the like smaller pixely format. I feel like Sun and Moon kind of did a good job with it, but Sun and Moon also had a lot of like things that were sectioned off with loading screens, and that dampened the gameplay a bit. And then for Gen 9, the thing that made it the big disappointment for Gen 9 is the lack of interiors. Yeah. We could do a Smasher Pass at some point, but not now. If we're gonna do a Smasher Pass, we can't be cowards about it. I know a lot of people who do that Smasher Pass thing, and they just have a very big lack of imagination when it comes to doing Smasher Pass. It's like anything human shaped is like Smash, and anything that's not is like Pass. Like, it's a really boring way to do it. In my opinion, it would be a boring way to smash everything that was human shaped and passed on everything that wasn't. You gotta listen to the vibes, man. That's how I would do it. I'm not doing it now, but like that's how I would do it. In general, I would just say that my experience with Pokemon, the reason why I have a lot of fondness for many of the games, even though I obviously don't love all the games equally, the reason I have so much fondness for them is because the experience of playing them and, you know, being attached to your team of Pokemon, it's different than the experience of just kind of watching it from as an outsider and picking apart each of its flaws. You know, it's easy to see from like a bird's eye view. Like, oh, this needs an improvement, or this is bad and stuff. But when you're actually just sitting down to play it, it's a different experience because you don't really, or at least I don't. I don't zone in on these different things when I'm just playing, because at that time you're enjoying yourself. So it's kind of like when you're watching a movie, and the movie is just playing and playing, and you're having fun and you're enjoying. And then later on, someone will be like, oh, actually in this scene, as you can see, the character's shoe changed color or something. And it's like, you wouldn't have noticed that unless you paused the movie. But when you're playing, just watching the movie, it kind of doesn't make a difference. Like, that's kind of how I see some aspects of Pokemon games, not all of them. Like, definitely, when we did our previous tier list, I had criticisms for them. Like this one. That's not it. Hold on. This one. That's not it either. Where the heck is my... Oh, you know, I didn't actually make it, did I? Well, you know what? That's going to be in the VOD somewhere. It's going to be in the VOD somewhere. That's alright. I don't think I actually saved it. But anyway, that's going to be in the VOD. Anyways, when it comes to criticizing the Pokemon games, for me, if anything affects that big picture, you know, like lag or movement that feels wrong. Sorry, something. There was a wild Pikachu sound that played in the YouTube video. Let's listen to the rival battle theme. Because I do agree with what Andy said earlier. Andy said that the rival battle from X and Y is so good, and honestly, yeah, it's one of the best rival battle themes in the series. It's just so bubbly and energetic, and it feels like fun. This music feels like fun. But yeah, as a longtime fan of X and Y, you know, hearing all the people's criticisms towards the game, because people always have a lot to say about X and Y, and you know, fair. If you didn't like your time with the game, then that's totally fair. At the same time, I feel like it would be unfair. It would be unwise to disregard people's opinions if they liked X and Y. Pokemon is about the friends we made along the way. And of course, I mean, that's why you're here in chat. Although you have been sharing very openly about all of your criticisms of the games in chat. I'd like to hear from the other folks, though. If anyone's got anything to say. Yeah, Gen 9's thing was like, maybe the real treasure is the friends we made along the way. Yeah, Gen 9 is a very wonky, clunky game, a lot of glitches, very laggy. It needed polish, it needed time to bake in the oven. So I don't hold it in a very high regard. But I love the characters very much. There are a lot of Pokemon there that I love, especially your legendaries. Like, skyrocketed itself to becoming one of my favorite Pokemon of all time because of how much time you get to spend with it in the story. Like, that's just a genius idea for a story. It kind of makes you feel like you're playing a Pokemon movie because you get to be the cool main character who gets the legendary at the beginning. In the other Pokemon games, you get the legendary at the end sometimes, or most of the time, and it just feels like you don't get attached to it because you only spend time with it at the end. It becomes sort of a tool in that case. But yeah, this isn't the tier list of my favorite Pokemon games anyway. This is just the battle themes. Oops, got that up there. Okay, anyway, we were supposed to be doing this one, but I ended up not doing it. But something that's rather obvious is that, yeah, like, even as biased as it sounds, like, I just can't remove myself from my love for Pokemon X and Y, so let's put Pokemon Y in here. Like, I can't not have those memories anymore. They're just too strong in me. Let's put RS here as well, Omega Ruby. We'll arrange that somewhere over there. Yeah. I concede to being in the minority when I say that X and Y is my favorite, or Gen 6 specifically is my favorite Pokemon generation. But we exist, you know. It is almost literally impossible for tens of millions of people to agree on one thing to be true. You can't even get 10 people to agree on something sometimes. Like, let's say you had like 20 people in a room and you wanted them all to agree that the best ice cream flavor is like Rocky Road or whatever the most popular one is. I don't know what the most popular one is. Vanilla cream or whatever. So yeah, like, when it comes to matters of taste, you will always get people who just disagree with you. I mean, I do sort of feel vindicated by ZA's existence. The problem is we don't know anything about the game, so it might just be a piece of crap. Hopefully not, but there's still a chance because we know nothing about it. I would like to see the game before I can like put all my eggs in that basket. I am very happy with the announcement though. Like, I was very pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I like the friends. Like, it's easy to see people always complain like, oh, the friends in X and Y are so bland and boring, and like, that's not my experience because when I played it, I found it very charming. I have a special attachment to Tierno because Tierno is a dancer who also happens to be, you know, a heavy person. Like, I don't know that I've seen a lot of positive representation for people like me who are dancers. Like, that's a personal thing, but like, of course it has to be personal. Everything about it, you know, it's a matter of taste. It's personal. Yeah, it's already past September. They usually have a Pokemon Presents in September, August to September. And they didn't have one, so I don't know when they're gonna do another one, honestly. I like Shauna too. Shauna's so overly enthusiastic and so peppy, and that can be annoying to people, but like, I tend to like those characters. It's kind of like Naviru from Monster Hunter Stories 2. A lot of people find Naviru annoying. I don't. I think he's adorable, even though he does say Claudacious too much. That's fine. I don't need a character to be perfect for me to like them or love them. I mean, it was especially nice to me because at the time I was also still a dancer and I was also overweight. Well, not to say that he's overweight, but like he was definitely designed to be more rotund than the very average-looking player character that you get. As for like the opposite gender counterparts, like Calum and what's her name, Serena. So for them, I mostly see their character arcs as they're kind of close to some of the other rivals in the way that they have a dream, and the fact that you get that dream before they do kind of makes them rethink their life. I think that's interesting, but X and Y is kind of the game that doesn't. It's the game that has not realized its full potential. So when you hear a story like that, or you know the possibly cut content, or the things that go nowhere, that is that it's a shame. It's the reason why a lot of people don't like X and Y. And again, I understand. Oh gosh, I really hope they don't do Gen 10 before ZA is out. But they probably will, unfortunately. But maybe not, who knows, maybe this is the thing, maybe this is the time where things change. We did get a 4-year gap between, we got a 4-year gap between Gen 3 and Gen 4. And that's it. Everything else is a 3-year gap. Well, sort of. Black and White also got a 4-year gap, but only because like it released in Japan first. So it was technically a 4-year gap, even though it was technically also not a 4-year gap. You know what? That actually might be the case with Ruby and Sapphire as well. It's just the fact that it released in Japan first before North America. X and Y being the first generation that released simultaneously worldwide. And then every single generation afterwards also released worldwide. You know what? I disagree with that. I don't think patience has anything to do with it. You could wait for patches or whatever, but the game will fundamentally be the same no matter what. It's always your own discernment that comes into play when you want to buy something. Me not buying something will not make the game better. Is that true? I've never really heard that story. Hi, Katie. Yeah, I debuted this guy on my birthday when I was playing Echoes of Wisdom for the first time. My VTuber was made by Pendogo, who I think is at work right now. But you can see Pendogo here on the bottom left of my overlay. It's a Dale VTuber. It's a dog monster. Because you know, Carvis, if it's true that they delayed Gen 4 because they need to cook more, that gives us a precedent for them delaying a game. Which they should do, based on what happened to Gen 9. Yeah, it does seem that way, that TPC super duper depends on the mainline games for merch lines and stuff. But not just that, so do Pokemon YouTubers and other content creators. They really rely on the release of a mainline game to do anything. So it is a huge deal. Yeah, that was Pen's idea. The shirt actually says big, which is really cute. The houses down here are blocking the view, but it says big on my shirt. I can actually we could change this from houses to the city. Boop, ta-da! I'm over the city. Oh wow! All right, so we have president then. That gives us like a slight hope that it's possible for any Pokemon game to be delayed. All right, let's switch over to not a Pokemon game, even though we're listening to Pokemon stuff. I usually end my streams with this song now, just because it's perfect. The mood's perfect. I think it's Gen 6 you're talking about. Well, the thing is, Red, it's not about admitting. It's not about admitting. Like, it's not an. This is not an emotional problem. This is a marketing problem. It's an executive problem. It has nothing to do with emotions. It has nothing to do with morality, or like, I don't even know. It's not a personal thing. This is not a decision by one person. I think people who criticize like the devs, I think, are missing the point. This is the kind of like, you know the term executive meddling? That's a term that gets you probably hear it a lot for movies, but these are not things that are decided by one person just saying, okay, so I have decided, me, the person who made the game, decided to not polish the game. No, this comes all the way from the top. Hold on, I'm gonna do the thing. A decision as huge as this comes from the top. Well, anyways, we still have 2 game spots here, and I'm not sure what to put. I could just leave them blank for now. Like that. And I haven't even arranged this anyway. So this has become the 23 games. And it's a shame too, because you know that Nintendo has made some extremely quality games in the past. Like some of the best games. But they can't do the same for Pokemon because so much of Pokemon is reliant on that really regular release schedule. Yeah, this is my like closing out the stream music when it's about to be over. Cause I won't be streaming for too long anymore. I'm gonna have lunch soon, and then I'm gonna switch over to drawing later in the afternoon. Yeah, so the thing that happened recently is that Game Freak hired a bunch of new devs, so it could possibly mean that they're going to, I don't know, a lot of the older devs could probably leave then, or find new work or just retire if they've been stuck at this job forever making Pokemon games. Like the existence of, oh, speaking of, should I put Legends Arceus in here? I don't know if I should. I like it, but I don't know if it's my favorite. But I love it though. But I also don't know if it's my favorite. Ugh. Well, because I can't think of anything to put, I'll put Arceus here anyway. That makes 3 Pokemon games, which I probably didn't like. I didn't plan on doing that. What's for lunch? Garlic chicken. Yeah, well, like, a lot of the things that people are saying, there's always a lot of, like, I heard, and I don't know, honestly. Like, no matter what the thing, what the thing is, to me, what matters is what's happening now. Because, like, the past has already happened. And a lot of things in the middle have already happened that were pretty good. Pretty great, actually. Yes. Alright, one more game, I guess. I'm not even sure I want to put Arceus here. I'm not really not sure. Ah! Let's put something that's not Pokemon. Let's put like oh man. Well, for space, I could put Spirit City in here, even though it's technically not even a game in the traditional sense, but I would put it here because it's a game that's available on Steam. I do actually play ZZZ. I haven't played in a few months, in a couple of months I think, but I like the gameplay. Also Ben. Ben is the best. He's the best. Yeah, I'm still looking at the room to see if I can if I can think of anything for me to add as the last game. Like, Spirit City is kind of a, like, it's almost like a free space. I'll keep it there in the bottom right. Ben Bigger is so good. Everything about him is so good. His animations and his moveset and his voice and his personality and his dialogue and his backstory, everything is so good. Like, I literally have a Ben Bigger standee on my desk right now. He's quickly become one of my favorite characters. No, he's a character from a video game. Oh, custom? Ooh, I can actually make my own list here. This will be good for making like my favorite characters list. I could probably do that tomorrow. That sounds like a fun thing, a fun idea. Okay, well, you know what? I can't think of what else to put here. The game is called Zenless Zone Zero. Let me pull up a picture of Ben Bigger for you. There he is. Well, that's not his full body. Why the heck is not showing me a full body picture of Ben Bigger? Oh, I like Billy Kid. Billy Kid is great. I also like him. He's like one of my other favorite characters. I cannot zoom in on this one. It's there we go. Here we go. Finally. No, just give me the dang image. Gimme. Well, there's more of these. I'm just gonna zoom in manually because it won't let me. Let's play Ben's intro scene, actually. Meet Ben Bigger. You can hear his adorable voice. Level. Oh wait, no, this is the Japanese. I want the English version. Where is the English version? Is it this one?
Just ahead. She may be young, but she's a real beast. So it's
There he
okay.
is.
Sorry I was late.
A real beast, huh? This is Bellabog's boss? Hello?
Oh, hello there, Miss Proxy. Sorry I had to see something like this so soon after getting here. Our president has been waiting for you. Please.
Oh, so you're not the...
What are you doing, Grace? Put me down! I said put me down this
Aw, how adorable he is. Anyway, that was him. Okay, so I do hear my lunch coming, so I'm gonna end the stream very quickly. Thank you all for coming. We shall raid out to, let's raid out to, let's raid out to Mr. Bad Guy. Yeah, so I gotta run and get my food. And we'll meet up tomorrow. We'll do my favorite character list. I've always wanted to do that. I might draw them instead of just putting them together. So see y'all later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you.